Hi, I'm Catherine Wright, and this month's encouragement is my suggestions on pardon, how to travel as a real estate agent. When I first started working and doing my business, I would leave home and I'd call all of the listings owners first. Like, I wanted to make sure they knew I was going to be out of town, but I had a plan and I had everything taken care of. And then I would go and do property checks, and I'd make sure the signs were up in the yard, and I'd make sure I had done last minute advertising and that everything was done as of the day of me leaving. And then my theory is I would just then take a break, really focus on my family, enjoy my time away, because I had done everything that was required of me right before. Well, oddly enough, it didn't work that way because I can't just drop real estate. You can't just say, hey, real estate is done for now and I'll come back to it. Also, when you start notifying clients you're going to be out of town, then they're getting afraid that you're dropping real estate and that their stuff is not going to be taken care of. So buyers are going to go and find another person to show them the houses, or sellers are going to start calling you over and over again. Just make sure that you are on top of it and that you had thought of everything. And it gives them worry and concern. It doesn't work good that way. So what I usually do is I make sure that there are people who are present for the things that have to have somebody present. Every day I give an hour to 2 hours to make outbound phone calls, to look at my emails, to look at doing advertising. And sometimes I have better advertising while I'm away than I have when I'm in Lawton, because I am refreshed and I have more creativity. So it actually works better that way. And it allows me to focus on what I'm doing for the other hours besides those 2 hours that I've dedicated to it. And then I just screen my calls. If somebody's calling, I'm going to call them back. If somebody's calling, I might be getting somebody who can actually help them to call them back. If it's something that I'm like, no, you need somebody there. And so I'm handling my business from far away or from wherever I am. Another thing that I learned was when Randy was in the military, I was in charge of my home, and I had to make sure that I didn't tell anybody about where the troops were going or where they were going to be or when they were coming home. And similarly, I wasn't allowed to tell anybody when our family would take vacations or when our family was going to be out of town. And it's the same thing with real estate. You don't want to tell people if you're going to be out of town, because you don't want them to try to mess with your house, or you don't want them to try to do something that's not ethical. So it's just better to keep that to yourself or to the people who need to be there for you, and just to make sure that you're handling business no matter where you are. So if you're traveling during the holidays, be sure to really enjoy your family, but don't forget your business. And I hope that this has been an encouragement and given you some good ideas. And I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.